Hey there, this is Chuck with RogueDeckBuilder.com. We are playing our Golgari grind deck, and unfortunately, the first game we got burned out pretty bad by the mono red deck. Hopefully, we aren't against mono red again. We have won the die roll, so we will play first. Again, I've not made any changes to this so far, and this actually seems like a really decent hand. We are going to go ahead and keep this. We will throw out the Golgari Guildgate first, as we do have the 3 lands this time, so we're already ahead of what we were last time. We have a Courser, a Boon Satyr, and a Abrupt Decay in hand. So we'll wait and see what they come up with first. And we have everything in hand to answer. And it looks like we might be up against control here, which is going to be a little shysty if it happens. We do have the answer in hand in case something we play does get detention sphere like that. We can bump it back out. So it's looking like a mono blacklist here, and we are going to go ahead and just do this now. We're going to go ahead and get rid of his pack rat. First off, I don't like that card, and I don't like playing against it. So here we're going to come up against the opposite problem here. We are going to go for first here, as it does allow us to get card advantage off of our top of our library here. Unfortunately, we aren't playing scry lands, so we don't have option of tucking that, but it seems like we're getting a little flooded here, which is fine. We have a couple of decent weapons here. And another pack rat comes out. So that's going to be kind of annoying, as he has the answer for that. We have Polukranos coming out here. We are going to just go ahead and throw out another swamp, and then just go ahead and Reaper here. Or actually, we'll have the yeah, I guess we go ahead and throw out Reaper. That's fine. And see if he just gets removed. We will go ahead and swing it with Courser because we aren't really afraid of anything that he can do here. And we do want to hopefully draw into some removal for that pack rat. The boxword will definitely come in on the sideboard. So, and that pack rat's going to get annoying really fast, as he's just going to ditch, or actually he's just going to downfall our Reaper, which is fine, as he doesn't take a, he's going to swing with the pack rat here though, to get in for 2. And that's fine. We have Polukranos on board here. We also have the ability to Boon Satyr as well. And I probably should have played this land off the top here. But such is life. And we will Polukranos, which will probably get removed, but it is what it is. And we're off to a little bit of a race here. We'll see if he discards to pack rat this turn. He doesn't seem to be huge into the pack rat plan at this point. So Desecration Demon looks like it's probably, actually it's Bile Blight. So he's basically trying to make it to where I can't block with it this turn, unless he's got double Bile Blights. Oh man. Wow. That's just crazy. But at least he's not discarding to pack rat at this point. We have a downfall on board. No, we won't pay 2 life. And I think the game plan here is just going to be to wait and chuck out Boon Satyr during his turn. And maybe block a pack rat if he doesn't discard to it this turn. And he's got the demon. So he's going to activate Mutavault, and we're going to get rid of pack rat here. And we did that on the wrong phase, unfortunately. So he does get in there for his damage. And we are going to downfall this demon, as that's our biggest threat at this point. We will play this land off the top. And we have Vraska on board next turn. We will swing in here with both, as we're definitely winning this race against mono black at this point. So he might just start discarding to pack rat like a monster here. Although at this point he might be a little bit behind. He's got an underworld connections, which tells me he's probably looking for answers at this point. And he's not going to swing in this turn, as we have a Vraska. We will go ahead and play our forest off the top again, and we have another Guildgate on top. And we'll play Vraska out this turn. And I think we do just destroy his pack rat. I think that's perfectly fine with us. And he's going to discard a card to it, which is even better. That's fine. Or maybe he's not. He's fine with just letting it go. So here we are just going to swing in with Boon Satyr. I will leave back the Courser, as if he's going to remove anything, I want him to remove the Courser here. And that's fine. I'm perfectly fine trading that. That works fine for me. So he's going to draw a card here. Gets him down to 7. So what's he going to play here? Gray Merchant, which gets him 4 back and does 4 to me. And that's fine. And another Guildgate off the top. And another Tomb. That's awful. We need to find some answers here, not... So we will +1 Vraska here. And hopefully he doesn't have a downfall or something. So we will just have some staying power here a little bit. He's going to draw another card here, get us down to 9. And again, this is why we call it grind. He's going to Thoughtseize me for land. So I'll let you take the 2 damage, that's fine. Gets another card out of his hand here. And we have another Gray Merchant. So he's going to do me 6 this time. And Deadly Recluse is off the top. We don't want to take 2 life though. So I go back up to a 9 here. I think we'll +1 again here, as we're not really too threatened by his Gray Merchant horde here. And we have a Deadly Recluse on board next turn. And he's going to pay another life here. So he's got 2 cards in hand. What's he got? Another Gray Merchant? No, it's just a Desecration Demon. That's and a Night Veil Spectre. So another Gray Merchant is going to be bad news for us. We're obviously going to block the 1 here. And he's going to get at Vraska for 2. So that'll kill Vraska. Or that won't kill Vraska, but that'll kill his other Gray Merchant here. And that's fine, because we have this Deadly Recluse here that he doesn't have an answer for if he wants to swing with his Desecration Demon this turn. We'll get back up to 10 here, and we're going to +1 Vraska again to deal with his whatever might get through here, which his Nightveil Spectre will get through, or his Desecration Demon will get through. So no, we're not going to sacrifice a creature. You can swing away with that if you want to. And we will go ahead and just pass turn back, as we're going to just try to grind this out as far as we can. So he's going to pay another life here to draw a card, and he's probably got the removal now. No, we're not going to sacrifice a creature. He's got removal maybe. He's going to swing with both. That's fine. We'll block with the Deadly Recluse. And the other guy's going to get through to Vraska again. He gets my Reaper. And I have a Hero's Downfall in hand. And a Boon Satyr next turn, so obviously the Nightveil Spectre is going to get nixed here. That gets exiled. And I think we go ahead and just destroy this Underworld Connections here. Get rid of that. We're not going to attack. We will play this land, get us back up to 9. And now he's in pretty hardcore top deck mode here. And he's just going to end. We get our Boon Satyr. We will play this land off the top. We have another Boon Satyr. And I'm not going to let him 2-for-1 me here. I am just going to go ahead and cast out the Boon Satyr. If he wants to remove one of my cards, he's going to have to just remove it. And swinging at this point does nothing, so we'll just go ahead and pass priority back to him, or turn, I should say, not priority. He has a Pack Rat. Not too troublesome at this point. He can just throw it in as a blocker and discard a bunch of cards to it. We'll play a Forest off the top again, and now we have an Arbor Colossus, which is going to be great for us. And we are going to go ahead and bestow. And I think he's got some removal here. I really do. So now he's an 8/4. And he can kill it this turn if he wants to, but he's going to have to throw 3 things in front of it. He's going to have to throw his Mutavault, his Pack Rat, and his Grey Merchant in front of it. So I think we do just we do attack with both here. And he's going to have to pick how he wants to block here. He's going to Devour Flesh, which at this point, I think I'll Devour Flesh my Courser. And let him try to triple block this Boon Satyr. I think I'm okay with that, actually. So he's going to block with both here. And that's fine, because he loses 2 things to my 1, which I'm okay with, and that ditches a bunch of his devotion here. So now he's back on the Pack Rat trail. And I still have a Boon Satyr here in the back. And I'm at 15 life. And next turn we have an Arbor Colossus, so this seems pretty okay, unless he's got the removal for it. And I'm not going to throw away a good card there. And 3, 4, 6, we can actually monstrous it this turn too. To destroy creatures with flying if we wanted to. So and he can just ditch out cards to create a copy of Pack Rat, so we're not going to fall for that. So he is on the ditching cards to Pack Rat plan. And he has another Underworld Connections now. So he's just going to pay life to draw cards and create copies of Pack Rat is what his plan is here. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're just going to dump a whole bunch of mana in this thing. Make sure that we get as much as possible into it. Sure. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? No. I did it for 0. Oh my gosh, I'm a retard. I didn't assign any of the mana. Oh, this game. Oh man. I'll go ahead and swing in here and you can lose one of his Pack Rats or 2 of them, I don't care. He's just gonna ditch one of them here. That was so stupid. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Man, that stinks. Oh man, that stinks so bad. So yeah. And well, the good thing is I still have a lot of power on board here. And I don't think I can monstrous this again since I did it the first time. and I did it for 0. So maybe the play here is just going to be to pay 6 here. We'll monstrous our Arbor Colossus here. Make it a 9/9. And swing in with both Polukranos and Arbor Colossus here. As why not? We've already messed up Polukranos. See how he blocks or what he discards here. So he's going to downfall my Arbor Colossus and then throw one of the pack rats in front of... No pack rats in front of Polukranos. So that's fine. And he's got the Gray Merchant for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. Which is why he was fine with letting Polukranos through. But he doesn't create another pack rat this turn, which is nice. Or maybe, no, he can't. Well, now he definitely can't. So now he's got another card in hand, though. So we get the Reaper off the top. With plenty of room to protect it here. And I think here we are going to just swing out here with these guys. And see how he blocks. Rid of the Gray Merchant. And he just lets Polukranos through. So I get 2 Scries here, which is going to be helpful. So we are going to put this on the bottom of the library. That does me no good right now. Sylvan Caryatid also does me almost no good, as I want to find a land to try to gain some life here. Deadly Recluse is fine. That has the death touch we want. So unfortunately, we are still kind of a little bit stuck here. And this guy just has tons of cards to work with here. And he probably just discards twice here to make these all 5/5s. Which means he can do 10 to me. And there's nothing I can do there. Or maybe he can only do 5 this turn if I double block here. Which he doesn't do anything, so... I'll gain a life here. I have an Abrupt Decay on deck next turn. But he can just keep pumping out these guys, which is the problem. But if I attack here, he has to block is the problem. And that gets him down to all 3 3s. If I attack with both the Reaper and Polukranos here. And if he has to block at least the Polukranos, which gets him down to 4 4s. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Just gonna do nothing. Because I've already done it. So yeah, this is very grindy for sure. And he's pretty much got me this turn. I don't think there's much I can do to come out of this. Especially not if he's got a downfall here. Which he doesn't, but he's going to get up to being to the point where he's got a ridiculous amount of power here. And unfortunately, I have to block with everything. And I can't even give this guy Death Touch. So I'll pretty much just die here to Pack Rat. So yeah, that was interesting. We will bring in the Bile Blights. We will bring in the Pithing Needle. And we will bring in a one of a Golgari Charm here. And maybe even another Downfall, and just see what we can get rid of here. I think we can safely get rid of a Boon Satyr. Experiment 1 will get rid of one of. It does have good early game. Deadly Recluse can be just that. It can be very deadly. So I think I want to keep that. And Courser gives me the lifelink I need. Maybe I don't care about these Sylvan Caryatids. This turn. And we just go with this. And see how this pans out here. Yes, we will play first. Wow. No, I don't think we will mulligan, as we have the Deadly Recluse board here. And we'll go ahead and pass turn back to him. He's got first turn Thoughtseize. So at least we didn't have a Pithing Needle in our hand here. He's going to take the Whip, which is a smart choice. So he's got a Muty Vault online here. Go ahead and swing in with the Death Touching Recluse here. He's going to backswing Vault, or no, he's going to drop a Lifebane Zombie and grab my Reaper or my Polukranos. And he's going to take Reaper because it can block his Lifebane. So removal would be nice here. And we hit it. It's beautiful. So we will go ahead and Abrupt Decay his Lifebane Zombie here. And we'll leave the Death Recluse back for the Mutavault activation. He might have another Bane Zombie here. Underworld Connections is not threatening at this point. Guildgate's not going to do it. So we just throw out Polukranos this turn. And I should have swung with the Deadly Recluse there. That would have been fine. So what's he got here? Desecration Demon. Not worried about it. Especially since I have a Reacher on the board. Experiment 1's fine, but we are going to go ahead and check out Vraska and get rid of his Underworld connections here. And actually, no, I think this turn we do just destroy the Desecration Demon. We can let him keep pinging himself with the Underworld connections there. We will just go ahead and swing in with both this turn, as we're not really worried about anything at this point. Coming down. That gets him down to a 5. Pack Rat's not worrisome either at this point. He can make a copy of it, but I'm not too worried about it, as he's just draining himself like crazy here. We have a Boon Satyr. That's interesting. We'll just go ahead and experiment 1 this turn. We'll save our Boon Satyr. +1 Vraska here. And I think we can go ahead and just swing in with Polukranos here, which puts him on a pretty fast clock. He might even have to block here. He'll probably block and discard a card. Or he's actually just going to Doomblade it. So yeah, we will go ahead and pay 1XX and green. Monstrous it. And we'll deal 1 to Pack Rat here. And get that off the board. And we're still sitting pretty here. It's not bad. So what's he got coming down here? Another Desecration Demon. Gray Merchant's fine. We'll go ahead and end there. We can downfall his Gray Merchant here. Or we can just... We'll go ahead and +1 Vraska again here. I think we just swing in with the Deadly Recluse here. And then flash in Boon Satyr. For 5? Yeah, that's what we'll do. Seems pretty good to me. So we'll see what here. Let's see what he does here. Even if he double activates Mutavaults and swings at me, I'm not too worried about that. Pack Rat's not worrisome right now. Bow of Nylea is definitely interesting. We'll go ahead and destroy his Underworld connections here. He's going to pay a life to draw a card. That's fine. And I think we go ahead and just downfall his pack rat now. Force him to make a copy of it. Make him start discarding here. Which puts him a little bit behind. We will swing in with the Deadly Recluse here. As he can't block that this turn. So he's going to get at Vraska this turn, or I can get rid of my Deadly Recluse here and keep Boon Satyr on the field, which I think is going to be my play. Seems fine to me. His goal here is just to get rid of Vraska. He doesn't want Vraska on the field. So he's got, looks like a whip coming out. That's scary. So we have a Guildgate. That's not going to do it. We'll get the bow out here, as it gives our attackers death touch. And we'll swing here, and he has to block. Otherwise it's lethal. Yes, he gets rid of both of his pack rats here, but I don't think he cares because he can just bring it back and make another copy of it, so... I forgot about that. He can whip it back and make a copy of it, so it sticks around. So, poor play on my part. He just brings back Desecration Demon. Okay. And he just gains a bajillion life here. Kills one of his Mutavaults, exiles his Desecration Demon. And I draw into a Reaper, which isn't awful. So we'll see what he can pull out here. He's probably going to be on the pack rat plan here. He'll whip back his pack rat and make a copy of it. Or no, he's just going to lifebane zombie, which is fine. I don't have any cards in hand, so it really does nothing for you. And he gets another Underworld Connections. So at end of turn here, I'm going to go ahead and gain 3 life. Experiment 1's not very exciting here. And I can take out his lifebane zombie, but... ugh. He just has the life gain from it here, so that much kind of stinks. It's not going to block it, which is fine. So here in this slugfest, we're not even all because he's going to be gaining life every turn, but I mean, I'm going to be gaining the life right back, so it's not really too. It's just going to be too grindy. Don't care about land at this point. And he's got me down to 3 minutes here, so we're probably going to time out before we actually finish this game. He's going to whip something back here. Another life main zombie. So he goes back up to 21 again. We'll gain 3 life here. And we get another forest, which is just, again, not going to do it. And unfortunately, we do have to play around him having the cards that he can whip back. I mean, there's just nothing we can do really here. We keep drawing into lands, and it's just ugly. And he just keeps gaining back the life I'm doing to him every turn with his lifelink. He can just draw an unlimited number of cards because he just keeps gaining the life back. And he got rid of my whip really early on, so we know not even in our deck anymore. And Gray Merchant. Yep, that does it. So he comes away with it here. And there's not much we can do, but unfortunately we just didn't draw any we didn't draw into anything. Courser would have been nice, Golgari Charm would have been really nice, Boon Satyr, like there was all the stuff we needed right there, just too late. So unfortunately, yeah, it is a little it was grindy but a little off tempo. So yep, we'll probably go ahead and play one more match with this and then we will be done, but I kind of think this showcases a little bit of what the deck can do right now, but we definitely need to tweak it and add some improvements here. So I'm thinking things like Herald of Torment might even be worth bringing in here as we play around with it. So would like to hear some opinions and thoughts, definitely, on what we've got going on here. And again, this might just be too slow, but definitely would like to hear some thoughts and opinions. So again, this has been Chuck with RogueDeckBuilder.com, and thanks for watching.